Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk and thank you very much for joining me today. Today is my 300th video on YouTube and I'm absolutely gobsmacked. That does include some of the projects that are in my online classes and my newsletter, but 300 videos! Who knew I could talk so much? So I'm bringing you on a craft room tour. So this is the same room that I was in November last year when I did my 100th video. And so this is I'm just coming in through the doorway. Big shelf unit here which has got children's toys in, and on top there are some swaps, and it is, what is it, it's 10 to 7 at night now, so the lighting isn't brilliant. But bringing you into the room, there used to be a TV on the floor down here, and there is now my chest of drawers with a missing handle because it's about 30 years old, with the printer on top. And then over here is now my area for my South Hills jewellery. So this is coming out on Sunday, which is perfectly timed. And so this is where I have all my display necklaces. So they're all hung up so they don't get jumbled up. And these are the ones that I display. These aren't the ones I sell. This is just what I use to fill with charms and bits and pieces. And the ribbon is round there, so when I do take them out on, you know, to events and things with me, I actually just tuck the necklace behind and they don't fall apart and bounce around and jumble up. Wraps and crystal bracelets and what have you. Under here, those 5 boxes. Actually, I don't think the blue one is mine. But those 4 boxes are all full of retired embellishments and tools. That doesn't include my stamp set. So over here, yeah, my chest of drawers, that's just kind of, the top drawer is Chris's junk drawer. Does every bloke have one of these? Look at that. What is it with men and wiring? Oh my goodness. So, yeah, mine aren't so much better. I've got my trimmers and what have you in there. Bags you might recognise. And then this is where I keep my stationery for when I'm sending out stuff. So I've got, gosh, these are loads of, these are South Hills catalogues here in all of the different country formats and languages. Opportunity brochures, and then boxes for when I'm sending things out, and then more things. And then all up there, these are Stampin' Up! Catalogues already bagged, ready just to be labelled to go out. And then Christmassy stuff up there for when I'm taking photos at Christmas time, because that's going to be soon. And then chocolates for goodies and things. And then this TV here is actually where Chris sits and he watches telly in the evening and I'm working. And then, yeah, the children's pile. All of this stuff is all children's things here. And then this bigger one behind me that's in the doorway. Yeah, so that's all the children's toys. They're getting bigger now, their toys are less, but yeah, I do usually have to pick my way past millions of pieces of Lego. Look, it's not even tidy in the corner. And then this is all my stuff here. So this box is here. This is full of the notebooks and stuff that I make for my team when they join. And my cards, when you see them on my blog, they usually end up in there, ready to go out, and gifts for people. Oh, that's not focusing. I don't know why that's not focused. There we go. Gifts for people. And then all sorts of bits. So these are things, projects that, actually these are cards that have been gifted to me. So stuff that's ready to go out. Old catalogues that I need to deal with and I need to pass on. Bits and pieces. There might be a couple of things there for Oliver, or rather the boxes. The scrap card stock I use. Gosh, all sorts. South Hills, this is stock. These are all full of lockets and bits and pieces. Stampin' Up! Things. These are the tag-a-bag accessories, so those are kind of things that there isn't really a good place to keep them. And then these are my duplicates of ribbons and embellishments and things, because it would kill me to run out. And then in the box here, this is when I've made a project and photographed it. It goes in there ready for me to write about it. And then when I've written about it, it goes into one of these ones down here. So I'm not going to bend down. My desk, right, I've got this green desk here. This is what I call my extra desk. Let me see if I can come away from the light that's glaring. So when you're seeing me filming, I'm sitting in this chair here, which I'm just going to move out of the way. And I sit right here, and I'm filming obviously straight overhead. I've just finished filming today, which is why the office is remarkably clean. And when I'm reaching to my left, is that showing up in this lighting? There we go, that desk there is whatever, I have everything stacked on here ready for me to work with. So while I do put some things up on the desk, so I'll be sat here and I'll say, you know, where's my punch? And you're only seeing this bit. I'm actually just reaching literally in this little space around me for things. but then I do have stuff over on this desk. So I call this my extra desk. And it collapses, and it was my Christmas present last year from my parents. I was so excited. What else is new this year? Well, the office area is still the same. It's slightly smaller. This was another Christmas gift from Chris, and I will explain about that in detail a bit more. But this actually just slides left and right. So when I'm working at my computer, when I'm writing, and let's just close my email inbox, and everything else. We'll just pretend that's not there. So when I'm writing, I move this to one side, so this becomes my writing area. And you know, I will literally be sat here and I'll have my tablet here. I'll put some music on, stick my headphones in. And you know, this is actually sitting where I'm working, but when I'm doing crafting, this box here comes back over here to give me extra space there. So it just goes backwards and forwards and moves about. But what's on my shelves hasn't really changed a great deal. This is what I call my candle zone. So, you know, I've just finished filming a video just now that had tiny tea lights in it, and they were some of these ones here, scented tea lights. Other ones, old catalogues. Oh gosh, envelopes, because I'm always sending cards out in the post. Whoops. So I have lots of envelopes. There's a letter there from Shelley Gardner, signed in real ink, to congratulate me on being a rising star. Other bits and pieces, retired stamp sets that, I think those are Celebration and the spring catalogue that's just finished. Christmas projects up there. And then, yeah, my desk area, it's not as much of a jumble as it looks. I get sent lots of gorgeous goodies and bits and pieces from people, and sometimes I'm asked if I can recreate them, so I need to make a box for this soap for Denise. Jen sent me this little box. It had tea in it, and she's asked me if I could recreate it. There's another one under here from Dee that's got some stuff in that she's asked me if I can recreate this as well. Stuff to go out. And I do work from lots and lots of notebooks. So this is all a list of all of my ideas of things I want to do. This is my notebook I work from. This is my South Hills book that I work from. All sorts. Kind of under there's a bit of a mess. It's reality. It is. It's where I shove my bag. So I obviously, depending on where I'm going, it depends on which bag I'm taking. And then to my crafty area. So literally this is where I work. So when I'm working, this thing moves out of the way. And this is from a company called Kaiser Craft. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, Chris bought it for me for Christmas. The idea actually is that you are meant to decorate it yourself, but all I did was the drawers. So, you know, I've got all my pens and bits in there, but it perfectly fits all my framelets here at the top. Perfectly there. And then down here's some more little die cutting bits and pieces. And actually I use, it's the shoe that fits in my camera for when I'm filming goes in this part as well, so I don't lose it. So in here I have my adhesives, washi tapes and bits there, and it actually spins round. So on the other side I've got stationary bits, because this is invariably that side. And then I've got a whole load, this is most of the blendabilities, only because I haven't designed a storage box for it yet. And it just spins round, so, you know, just at ease, everything is here. More pens and markers and my stamp and my jig. And then I have my ink caddy, again, to hand. If I don't have it to hand, I won't remember to use it. So I have all of my inks here. I have all of the baker's twines. These are. This was just a box I made. I don't even think it has particular dimensions. I just squished it in there because they were falling over. So that just sits in the top. And then this is one of my spotlights that I use. You know, sometimes when I'm filming at night, that's happened a few times this summer. That's my light, it goes on, it's very bright. Maybe I ought to have put that on earlier. It's very, very, very bright light. And then all my bunches, I am a bit of a bunch junkie. So they are, you know, these haven't moved at all really since I came over to this side of the room. That is too bright, that light. They haven't moved at all. I've got these ones here, that's because I have a big gap down there. And I've lost punches down there, so, but again, it was a good place to store them. I would move one out of the way because you're not meant to see it yet because the catalogue's not out yet. But there's one there. What have I got here? This, you know, I've said before about I keep my ribbons in bathroom racks, so if I come to the side of them, these are bath caddies that you put they've got suckers on them. Let me move my punch board out of the way. I don't know how well you can see, but they've got the little suckers on them that's that bit there, that you stick to the side of your bathtub, and the ribbons fit perfectly, absolutely perfectly in there. And that's my envelope punch board. It just sits up in the back. We'll gloss over the other one because I'm not meant to show you that bit either. My embellishments sit on here, and this thing, I love it. This is Ikea's finest, and I have my sponges and re-inkers here in colour collections. So I've got subtles, brights, this one is regals, this one is in colours and neutrals because there's only 8 neutrals, but there's 10 in colours in the 2 collections, but I keep them in there because obviously it's bigger. This one is normally fuller than this, so you know, I just keep well, you can see what they are, rhinestones and bits and pieces, they go in there. And then this bottom one, this one, you can see there's a wire, and that is actually my heat tool. So it is plugged in down there. Well, it's actually not plugged in because that wouldn't be safe. And then all of my embossing powders and stuff in there, and then clays as well. And it just tucks away, and then, you know, the plug socket's down there somewhere. Down there, I can't see it right now. And so just embellishments, my markers, again, they are all within reach. Ribbons, you can see I need to get some more. Pootle is down here. This is Pootle, the original Pootles. This was, or rather Pootle, I'm Pootles with an S. That was crocheted for me. My embossing folder holders, you've seen the video tutorials for those. Big shot stuff. And then this is my studio that I do my photography work in, so you can see one of my lamps is here. And there's an extra lamp that's under this part here. You can see all the bits in the background, and this is what I've just been filming today, and I've been making these cards. Better hide that one, that's my mum's birthday card. It's coming up soon. So some of the cards that I've been making, and then some projects that I've filmed over here. This is a prototype that's doesn't look very much at the moment, but it is a prototype. And then up here on my hood is the lovely Heather in my team. But for my birthday, for my 40th birthday earlier this year, my entire team got together and I had dozens of birthday cards all arrive via one of my girls who lives locally, Sam. And Heather made this beautiful banner for me. And it went on my studio top with the original plan that it was actually going to go above my desk where my clock is. And then I decided, no, I really like it there because I actually see it every day because it would have been far too high. So it has stayed there ever since, and it said Sam. And she's made all of the pinwheels and everything herself, so it lives here permanently, and I love it. So, anyway, oh, I'm just going to fall over my chair. What's under my desk? Well, under my desk used to be, oh, you can't see that at all. Oh, this lighting is dreadful. Bear with me, I'm just going to grab one of my spotlights and bring it down. So under my desk used to be all of my cardstock, but now my lovely, darling, clever husband, he drilled some really big long screws into the side of the desk. That's what this is, into some existing holes. So I have, this is all of my clear blocks on one, my texture boutique on another, and then my scoring tools down there. Don't even remember what's in that box. My big shot lives under there, and then this is just neutrals, these cardstocks here. And these are A4 folders. I get them from Wilkinson's, £2.25. Can't really go wrong with that. So that's just my neutral ones. Let's bring my lamp over before I knock it over. Those bulbs are stupidly expensive. Down here, not a lot really. Bin bags. Yeah, just bin bags really. And my plugs for everything. But it's over in here. My in-laws were changing their office around. I'm going to have to put this light back on again, aren't I? They were changing their office around, and then they didn't need this desk anymore. And at first, these drawers rather, it's a filing cabinet. I didn't want it at first. I couldn't see where I was going to put it. And then I found I could fit my cardstock in them. Again, in A4 folders. So this is my subtles, and then my 2 packs of in colours. And then down at the bottom, again, in their folders, I did find that the suspension files that came with it, they were so dark I couldn't actually see my colours, so I just kept them in this, and they're just loose. So that's my colour collection, so brights and regals, and the neutrals are under my main desk because I use them all the time. And then this is the only thing, because my whole office is cobbled together out of all sorts of stuff. So my stamp sets, all of these ones here, they used to sit on my desk, and then I got too many of them. And these are actually just DVD holders, so you can see the sides of them. They literally are designed to hold DVDs. There we go, you can see better there. And they sit independently, so they don't sort of stack on top of one another. And yeah, Jack picked them up, 3 of them for 50p each from the car boot, and I needed a 4th and I paid £11 for it, but it was an absolute bargain. So my stamp sets are very carefully organised in alphabetical order in sections. So hostess, these are words with pictures, and then these are the bigger ones again, words with pictures. These ones are just images, borders. These are ones that would have framelets to match. Up here, background stamps. These are stamp sets that have a framelit and a punch to go with them. These are just words. Oh look, I've got one in the wrong place, it's got an image. And these are the ones that just have punches to go with them. So you can see I've filled this one. And then again, these are just the bigger ones. Under here, this is actually upside down and in the wrong way round, but this is DVD storage as well. But I wanted it so I could put stuff underneath it. So I've got alphabets, I've got some I can't show you, and then I've got some more blendabilities just because I haven't found anywhere for them. That's, yeah, these are the 5 of the new ones that have just been released. Haven't got anywhere for them. Lenses and what have you for my camera. And then this little IKEA shelving unit here, which is Trofast, which matches my other stuff, is where I keep my 12x12. So 12x12 cardstock. These are, what are these? Oh, there we go. Simply Created sets. Those sorts of things in there. Specialty paper. So this is the section that I love in the catalogue. And nobody ever notices. So you've got crepe filter paper, coaster board, glimmer paper, craft card. So these all live in here. And then the decorative masks. And then over here are my DSPs. So these are the actual DSPs. Oh, I'm wobbling here. So these are the patterned DSPs that are in collections, and then these are the colour collections over here, so that, you know, regals, neutrals and what have you. The little stacks down there, Project Life bits and pieces over here, and then duplicates of my favourite DSPs are in this section. So again, IKEA, brilliant. Down here, prototypes I've made that I need to do something with. So that's some there, and again, more prototypes down here. I really need to do something with this one. That was so cool. Never kind of got round to finishing it off. So yeah, these are projects that I've made that I've not quite finished. I wasn't perhaps completely happy with, although this was Christmas last year and I never got round to filming it, so I will do it this year. And then over here, oh, loads and loads of adhesives, because there's no way I could ever run out to kill me. And then under here, notebooks. Oh, and apparently sweetie box as well. So notebooks in here that I'm ready to cover and decorate and to gift out. And that is where I work. So literally, assuming that I'm sat there, I can reach everything without actually having to move. The only thing I would have to get up to move is to reach the stamp sets right at the top. But I can get everything, and I'm sitting on my chair now. I'm just going to wheel. So literally everything is within arm's reach. And I can get it all. So that's my desk, my little desk bin. Some charms ready for me to make scissor charms. And that's just, it's all good fun. And yeah, all sorts. And this is my desk, and this is my working area. So it's just a very easy, small working office with my extra desk that I'm going to drag right out of the way. And this is where I work, and I do everything from here. So you don't need to have a massive fancy studio, you just need some natural daylight is good. Ideally not having your husband's newly built shed out the window would be good. Look at that. Built a shed right in my daylight. But you know, you don't need anywhere fancy, you just need some light and a desk. And that's it. So this is my reality. And it's small, it's jumbled, it's messy. My floor is a state. I usually have to pick my way over toys. But I love it in here. And I love both of what I do, so I have all my South Hill stuff. That's all up here where I need it. I've got my card stock, I've got all sorts of goodies and bits. And yeah, and I have a very, very happy working life. So anyway, I shall end it there. This is what, a 20-minute video, a minute less than last time. But yeah, thank you for watching me for 300 videos. That's just ridiculous. That's so many. But anyway, thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you soon. Back tomorrow, Monday, with a regular project. It's going to be one of these that I filmed over here. I don't know which one yet. Maybe it'll be the tea lights. But Monday, Wednesday and Friday with a regular craft project. Back this time next week with a South Hill and Stampin' Up project. Take care. Bye.